there. Good morning. Thank you so much for being with us here on Colorado and Company. I'm Denise Plant, and our show now takes a serious turn to discuss the Blue Bench and the work being done to help those who have been a victim of sexual assault. Here from the Blue Bench is Jackie Amott, Director of Client Services, and Heidi Wilhelm. She's the Director of Development. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. Jackie, you recently went through a rebranding. You switched your name. Why did you do that, and why was it important to do?
Yes, in 2013, we were formerly known as the Rape Assistance and Awareness Program, RAP. And when we were going through a rebranding, we found that a lot of people who would be reaching out for our services were reluctant to do so because of our name, and that it was hard often to engage people in conversation. So we changed it to something that we feel is more meaningful. So the Blue Bench, we feel, is more accessible to survivors of sexual assault. It also portrays a place where conversations can happen and support can be had.
Oh, that's so true. You know what? I would have never thought about that. And we have a card that we're going to look here, a picture, and it kind of represents, it reminds me of the television show Friends, but it definitely reminds me also of a place where you can sit and just have a deep, serious conversation and not feel too intimidated. What does the Blue Bench provide?
Well, the Blue Bench has been around for 33 years, and we are Metro Denver's only comprehensive sexual assault prevention and support center. We provide prevention and education in the community, in schools as well, and we also provide comprehensive services to survivors of sexual assault. We have a 24-hour sexual assault hotline, hospital response team, case management, individual and group therapy, as well as support services for friends, families, and loved ones.
What are the stats here in Colorado?
They're pretty astronomical. We know that 1 in 4 women and 1 in 17 men are a victim of attempted or completed sexual assault. Only 60% of those individuals will report. Only 90% of offenders will spend a day in jail, and we know that 83% of offenders are from someone that the victim knows.
My goodness. Do you think that's why people are afraid to report, because only 90% will serve only a day?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of reluctance. One, the fear, the reality of what is happening in our society is really frightening, and people are reluctant to speak about it, and they're reluctant to come forward.
Why are they reluctant to speak about it? Why not have a conversation about it?
I think lots of reasons. We live in a system of oppression where the blame is incorrectly placed, often on the victim, which creates...
Was it something I wore? Was it something I said? Did I make them think that I wanted that? Is that what you mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of self-blame and shame that provides sort of reluctance for people to come forward. I think sex is also a taboo topic in our society, and like I said, the stats are astronomical. No one really wants to face the reality of that situation.
It's so sad. Now, Heidi, others can support what you do at the Blue Bench by attending a wonderful event. It's called the Blue Bench Thing, right?
Yes.
Why was it called the Blue Bench Thing, and what is it?
Well, when we were trying to come up for a name last year, it's always done in April for Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and it was on April 1st, so it was called It's No Joke. And this year we thought we need something, and we were just kind of playing around and thinking about the Friends show, and we said, look, the Blue Bench Thing, the one with Sean Kelly from The Samples, and so that's how we kind of came up with that.
And it's happening April 26th?
April 26th, next Tuesday, the 26th, and it's at Trax Nightclub, which is 3500 Walnut Street, and it starts at 5:30. Tickets are $50 a piece. Sean from The Samples, Sean Kelly, will be performing live.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And Chris Vanderveen from 9 News will be your host.
Yes, and thanks so much for Chris, because we just love him, and so he'll be our MC. There will be silent auctions, heavy hors d'oeuvres, and drinks.
Well, if you ever wanted the opportunity to meet Chris Vanderveen, this is a great opportunity. He's a super guy. Plus, this is just a wonderful event to make sure that you support and to reach out there. Tickets are available online. Go to thebluebench.org. That's thebluebench.org. Jackie, what are some ways that we can help or maybe even prevent sexual assault, if that's possible?
Well, I think one of our main things is focusing on changing the conversation. I think we need to have a conversation about the issue in order to eradicate it from happening. Also, getting rid of rape myths that are prevalent in our society is another way, and then holding the offender accountable.
Right. It's never your fault. It's the offender's fault. So, yes, thank you very much for coming on the show and talking about this so openly. Have your voice. You can learn so much more by visiting thebluebench.org. It's thebluebench.org. If you or someone you know needs help, here's the sexual assault hotline. The hotline is 302-322-7273. Let me say that again so you can write it down. 303 322-7273. You can help make a difference by attending the Blue Bench Thing at 5:30 p.m. on April 26th at Trax. Your MC for the evening will be 9 News' Chris Vanderveen. You can also enjoy a performance from Sean Kelly of The Samples, so make sure you reach out and enjoy your evening.